Hey guys, welcome to the most anticipated season 2 of my personal experience. Leina la me ke Thabani Tlamelo aka the Godfather T. Le gompieno re go amogela mo tikologong kgotsa mo karolong e rokotsang mathe ya #my personal experience. Jaaka gale re go tshepisitse gore we are still looking for the best of the best. Jana gompieno re amogela le kgarebela ko morokweng go ke tsalong gone tota go ke goletseng gone go ke tswang gone Rockville re amogela ke Loppy Moagaesi Leepile o itsege ka la Miss Loppy mo fartlhatlheng a tlhaeletsano a farologaneng ke ene mo ngwana wa tsela gompieno ke ene go rutle gore neela personal experience. Hello Miss Loppy. Siami Miss Loppy. Welcome to my personal experience.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
I don't know.
You want to do it in, out?
Thank you so much for having me. Yeah, it's quite a pleasure to be here.
Okay, Miss Loppy. Father lebeletse your profile. Or tlhalositse re bone go le gontsi gore you are an egg donor. You are okay. I don't know if I should say this or not, but I'm gonna say it. You are a single parent. You know, you are a big-time hustler. You are a, what is this thing? You are a networker.
Of course, yes.
Did I use the right way?
Of course, yes.
You are a networker. You've won so many awards. And you are a village girl, for that matter. You know. So, dilo tse ke tseng ke di bua ka gale fa o le motho o tswang go motsing fitlhela o sa di itse ka gongwe o sa di tlwaela ka gongwe go le boketenyana gore o feletse o di dira, like being an egg donor for instance, you know. So re kopa gore o re tsele kgannye go etswang gone go etse go bunyaneng o tle le yone gore a fa o no ka gongwe o tshimolla o tlhaleya o tshwara bo 18 o tshwara bo 20. Did you just decide that I'm gonna be an egg donor, or did you just decide that I'm gonna be a hustler, I'm gonna hustle this hard, you know? Like, give us a brief of how it all started.
Okay. It's not a privileged village, you know that.
You know.
Yeah, but there are certain situations in life that and then you get to be very independent at a young age. So life led me there. I still have both my parents. I can't say Nikisokola that much, but there are certain things that I couldn't get. And then parenting came, and then I had to be independent. That's where the hustling started in 2017. And I guess I was born for it. Networking is just in my blood. There is this after this, and I try so hard to tackle all of them. And then, yeah, since the teen years, I knew I don't want to live that life here, that life that our mothers lived. You know, there were those times where you were told a mother is supposed to stay at home, bear kids, raise kids, and then the father is the one who's supposed to stay in town.
Can I tap in right there? Okay. You know, I read something the other day. That thing was saying, today's world, this 50-50 thing, you know, in today's world, a woman must be asked, what are you bringing to the table? Someone was arguing it from a point of, it's okay, it's proper. A woman must be asked that question, what are you bringing to the table? Compared to previously where women were not allowed to participate fairly in the economy. I don't know if I'm making sense. What's your take on that?
It's very important. It's very important, and we are parents. We are raising kids. We need to teach them we are a different generation. Our parents went through some things they can't even tell us, but we could see as kids in their marriages, even if your parent was not married, but for the fact that my mom was alone or my dad was in towns after 3 months, or harasna something more, then mama has to wait for papa. It was just something that you tell yourself, no, I can't do this. I need to be a different person, especially as a woman. I personally feel staying at home, relying on a man, or so it's not gonna work. So it also leads this thing of relying and waiting to be provided of. It also leads to the high rate of GBV, because there is a lot that you tolerate. You get to a point where a man just comes and says, you can't even buy bread. So hare one ile nna ka 11 because ke na le saka. So yeah.
But then do you agree with the fact that a man, or rather a woman, must be asked a question of what are you bringing to the table? Do you agree with that? Is it fair that a woman, like, okay, you and me, we sit and then we agree that we are gonna maybe marry each other, have a relationship, whatsoever. And then I'm like, okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. What are you bringing? Is it a fair question?
It's not a fair question.
Why?
I think it's a personal decision that I need to make. That.
No, wait. I'm gonna take you back just a bit. I said previously women were, to some extent, not allowed to participate fairly in the economy compared to men. You understand? Now, in today's world, in the revolutions, the fourth industrial revolution and the rapidly changing world, women are allowed to be, to take part and to participate fairly in the economy. That is where the question of asking a woman that what are you bringing to the table comes from. Now, I want your view on that. I'm not saying you must agree with me. Don't get me wrong that I'm trying to push you to agree with me. No, I just want you to understand where it comes from and give me your fair take on it.
Okay.
Yes.
I personally feel it's not fair to ask a woman that. Firstly, you don't just decide to wake up one day and decide, I'm going to have something that I bring to the table. There are certain things that you have to go through first, right? And then somebody asks you that, I love you, I want to marry you, I want us to build a life together, but what are you bringing to the table? Because currently I'm a CEO, I drive this car, what are you bringing? At that time, you are a whole woman. You're expected to make sure the house is in order, you are raising kids. That alone I'm bringing to the table. If there's anything that contributes to the economy, then that's my choice.
Okay, no, it's okay. It's okay. I take it
I'm
if
not going where you want me.
No, not that you're not going where I want you, but I take it if we're going to go back and forth on that one, we're not going to agree, and I respect your opinion. I respect your opinion. Now, let's continue and go to your story. Being an egg donor. Let's talk about that for a minute. Remember, I asked the question of deciding. Do you wake up or Loppy, I'm going to be an egg donor? Or how did you come? Before we even go there, can you just break it down for our viewers? Like, what is being an egg donor? What is that you do before you can go to the decisions and whatever? What is being an egg donor, man?
It looks like you did your homework about me there. Okay, I appreciate that.
Well, I did. You gave us the profile, so I have to.
Egg donor is just this big word that
It's very big.
scares a lot of people.
Even myself.
Many don't know it, especially our black people, like even white people. Okay, egg donor, like you are donating with your eggs.
Can I tell you what I think when someone says egg
Okay.
donor? I personally think when someone says I'm an egg donor, it's like you're gonna donate your eggs and you're not gonna have kids
You don't
anymore.
want kids
That's
anymore.
my explanation.
I know, right?
Of egg donor.
Yeah.
You know.
A lot think that way, but I think it's just that lack of knowledge that we have. Even if you think you are so much intelligent, you did life science, because that's where you get to learn about these things. But egg donor on its own is just another big issue. I didn't just wake up and decide to be an egg donor. In 2016, I can't recall how old I was, but I was a parent to a 2-year-old boy. I read about this and went through the website and tried to search it. That's the first thing that came to my mind. Okay,
Wait,
so if
you heard about it,
yes,
you went to internet
yes,
to find out more.
yes,
Okay.
yes. And then fortunately I figured out that there was a fertility clinic around where I was staying by the time, and then I said good shot. And then right there I knew that this is something that I think I would do, but I just need to ask a lot of questions. But I'll ask as time passes by, but yeah. And then the time came and then I asked, I was shocked, just like you thought. Firstly I thought, oh, I'm not going to have kids anymore, but yeah, there's just a lot about that.
So even if you're not gonna have kids, you're still gonna do it.
I was still going to do it.
Okay, guys, it's too hot today. Woo! Let's take a break. When we come, we continue.
Dumela, Tabang and Loppy, Tabang. Let me just jump in and add on what Loppy has said in detail to help you understand. Egg donation is the process by which a woman donates eggs to enable another woman to conceive as part of an assisted reproduction treatment or for biomedical research. The most common reason why single women and couples turn to egg donation is poor egg quality due to advanced maternal age. A woman's egg quality lessens as she ages and significantly declines after age 37. I hope this has enlightened you on the egg donation and the benefits. You can now go to your ad break.
Welcome back, guys. It's too hot. Like it's hot. Because it's hot. Anyway, welcome back, guys. We continue more to Miss Loppy this egg donor arrangement. AKA the Godfather T. Some say I'm the myth, some say I'm the truth, and I say I'm the legend. This is my personal experience, Miss Loppy. Can we go on with this egg donor thing? You know, I want more of that. So you went to the clinic. We find out this thing, it's real. They say.
And then I got the information. I was told to meet with the gynecologist, the embryologist, and the nurse. Embryologist. The one that deals with embryos. The eggs.
Okay.
I know.
English.
Yeah.
You know.
So they took me through the process. There was this chart. I was shown everything. This is how the procedure is going to be done.
So by then you were in a process of deciding, or you've already decided?
No, not really decided, because remember I still thought as everyone else,
okay.
Right? And then I got to know no, you can still have kids. But still, even if I was not going to have kids, it was just not a problem with me because already I had a child. And then I knew by doing this, I would be changed.
What about maybe the new boyfriend arrangement and stuff?
Boyfriend will have to be strong.
Okay.
Yes. And then I knew
this gender.
I knew I think I will do it because nonetheless, I'll be changing another person's life.
So I'm picking this up after you said what you just said, changing someone's life.
Yeah.
That was the motive. Okay.
Despite everything.
That is very big.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Amandla to that. And then they told me everything, and then I was not expected to answer and decide and do it same time. And then I went home. I was told, yes. Then thinking thoroughly, and am I going to tell my parents? Do they know these things? I'm going to be judged. First thing that I got, last
time I was attacked, by the way, sorry to offer him, but last time I was asking this other grown-ups, I was like, guys, but out of all this nice places, why did you choose to live here? Like, guys, but please don't attack me. Not in a bad way, but I was checking in terms of mohote, a lot of things, but not in a bad way. Yeah.
And then I decided that, you know what, nonetheless, whoever judges, I'll just invite God in this. And I prayed hard for it.
Smart God.
Yes. And I think from 2016, I've been donating until, we're in 2023, until late 2022. I've been donating my eggs. Someone might be wondering, okay, 5 years, is it not a once-off thing? How? But just like I said,
you've been donating for the past 5 years?
Yes. I think it's 5 years, yeah.
Do you still have some eggs in you?
I still do. I'm very fertile.
Okay. Noted.
Yes. And then I said, no, parents will just have to be strong. God, you lead the way. And says if something goes wrong, it was just not meant to be. But for the fact that I did it that year and another year, actually, I think the first year in 2016, I donated 4 times. And then right there, I said, no, this is just God. He chose me. And then he's going to lead this.
Wait, you donated 4 times in 1 year?
In 1 year, 2016.
So you, if we break it down to simple English, you changed 4 lives in 1 year.
Definitely. Actually, I wouldn't say 4 lives.
No, I'm talking about that particular 1 year only.
No. Okay. Yes, right then. Let me brief you about something. Once I'll take you through the procedure for how do they retrieve the eggs and how do they mature. But when they go and retrieve the eggs go theater, they don't find 1 egg. Ne? And then there's a...
10, 15.
Yeah, I'm a whole chicken.
Oh, okay.
I never
Hello,
hear
chicken.
I never hear that they got less than 13 eggs from me. So from those eggs, not all of them are matured. Then there are those embryos telling matter that much, and then they take those mosola and then by this lepo. So the reason why I'm saying I can't say it's particularly 4 lives in a year is because of maybe in 1 second, let's say I donated around March. From that March, maybe they found few eggs, and then there is that woman and that woman that then they get to fall pregnant. So I can say in that particular cycle, I could have changed more than 5 lives.
So yeah, I understand.
Yes. And then the procedure, it's a very drastic one. It's very scary. There are needles involved. Firstly, regular periods.
Right there. Speaking of, I don't know if you're gonna come to that part or I'm too forward, but let me.
Let's hear.
The requirements of being an egg donor. Like, do you I know there's other things of donating out of it. You don't need to be a smoker.
Yeah.
You need to be a drinker.
Heavy drinker, like maybe donating your blood. Yeah. Yes. The only requirements. Firstly, you need to be less than.
It's too hot.
You need to be even the news. Listen, need to get a hit.
Yeah, no, you see, I'm like.
You need to be less than 30 years because melewa change rahola and then we develop in a different way. So, and that's it.
You said it's how much, Webster? 35. 35 degrees today. Woo.
You feel it, né? Skis.
In my bones.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you must be under the age of 30 or 31. And then having a child is a privilege, but still, if you don't have a kid, you can still donate. But having a child shows right? And then, the period, those embryologists and gynecologists get to test you. But if Matsatsi Atlas Center, because there are ladies who go through those moments, the periods can get it for 2 months. So procedure, I need to start injecting myself at the first or the second day, the period. So if your periods don't come regularly, then it's a problem. So the first day or second day of the periods, I tell them, let's say maybe they have a certain potential woman who wants a donor, who can't conceive naturally. And then they get to tell me, this lady who wants a donor, and then I don't just donate to anybody. Let's say maybe there is albino woman or a white lady or somebody who's light-skinned. For my complexion, I can't donate for that person. It must be somebody who's similar to me. And then even the nose, eyes, they count, right? And then there is that person, okay, there is Loppy, let's check Loppy. Or then following month, I tell them about the periods, and then I get the... Firstly, I don't just go and get the medication and start. They have to screen me first or I get sharp. You might find that canalicisty or I don't know. That's another advantage for me of being an egg donor because re get healthier, so you'd find that or check. So by doing that, I get to know and then as it continues, if everything is okay with the gynecologist, I get the medication. I inject myself every day for a period of 12 to 14 days.
So if God forbid, if they find there's something in you, whatever that you've been mentioning, do they treat you so that
yes.
you can be proper?
Yes.
Or it's your own arrangement?
No. Well, I don't know, but I think...
But they've never found anything on
They
you?
found.
Okay.
I remember in 2016, I think I was donating for the third time. It was around October, and then the doctor found that I was developing a cyst. It was still new.
What is that?
Cyst is like a growth in a human's womb or ovaries. See, so if it's not treated at an early stage, it can even lead to cancer. I think so. Maybe I should do medicine. I think that's the advantage of being an egg donor, Shem. I learned to learn a lot of things. Yeah. And then there was a time I realized that I have a cyst, and the doctor there, I don't know if it's every doctor, but I think I was blessed with a good doctor. And then he prioritized my health, right? He said, no, you have this thing and we can't continue.
Tabang. Ha 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 ha. Let me school you, brother. What causes ovarian cysts? Well, about halfway through a woman's menstrual cycle, an egg bursts out of its follicle. The egg then travels down a fallopian tube. A follicular cyst begins when the follicle doesn't rupture. It doesn't release its egg and continues to grow. Let's go to a break. We will continue this afterwards.
Welcome back, guys. Re buile jaaka re go tshepise gore fa re boa re go tswela mo ntlheng ya di payment madi ke batla go utlwa ka madi gore a lot of money. Welcome back, Miss Loppy.
Thank you.
You spoke about money. Yes. People are paying a lot of money. So I want to understand the payment arrangement. Do you give and then they sell, or what is happening with the payment arrangement? Because I'm trying to get as much information as possible for someone who is probably looking to be an egg donor or to be donated. You know, that is why I keep Bosaka Bumadi and stuff.
Okay. The couple or a woman who wants a child through IVF, they need to pay money. I can't say how much, but it's a lot of money. And then...
Are we speaking 100,000?
Lot of rents, bruh. Lot of rents. Lot of thousands.
Wow.
Yeah, ibambelapho.
Okay.
And then that's where the donor gets to be compensated. And then in the midst of everything that I've been doing, as much as I enjoy the egg donation thing, there are certain things that I'm not comfortable with being asked in the public or by anyone. One thing for sure is, how much are you getting, Loppy?
I was not going to ask that.
Thank
I'm
you.
just saying.
Thank you.
No,
because wow.
Definitely.
I was going to deal with you live. So yeah, people ask, how much do you get? And right there, I always say, I come across a lot of girls and women who wants to donate when they start to hear about this. They be like, no, I'm fine with kids, I want to donate, but do they pay? How much is it paid? I say right there, the moment you ask that, you are doing it for wrong reasons. This is about helping another woman and bringing a huge change to somebody's life. Woman, yes. And then the moment you start the conversation by saying, okay, how much do they pay? You don't even care what happens to your health. They say side effects, what's going to happen, and so forth. Already you say how much is going to pay me. Right there, forget. You might as well go and sell something else because you want money. So it's just something that I'm not comfortable with. But nonetheless, I feel I've told people before that even if there was no compensation, I would still do this thing.
Just to add on that, I agree with you in terms of not disclosing how much you are getting. Because should someone with a dirty mind know that every time you donate, you're making 100,000, for argument's sake? Some people will just do it for the sake of, they'll turn it into a business.
Yeah.
It will not be a thing of helping and changing lives. It'll be a thing of making a living. Yeah. So I agree with you, and I applaud your decision of not disclosing your
Even the same people who just decide to be judgmental on that, they'll be like, oh, you're getting that little. I mean, you're changing somebody's life. Yeah, no, and those doctors are getting paid. Why are you getting so much little? Business, I want to do this. The compensation is just, that's why it's not a salary or a wage, it's a compensation. We thank you for that. There is a difference.
We thank you for your information about the egg donation and arrangement, Ms. Loppy. Now, in closing of that part, would you advise someone to become a donor?
Most definitely, I would. But if they're only doing it for the right reasons, if they match the requirements, then they get to do it. Right reasons, I would say the way I did it, because it was just about changing another woman's life. And if you'd ask me how I feel about this, man, it's heaven. Like getting to hear the doctor say, I mean, something that I didn't mention is that there is a policy. I'm not supposed to know the people that I'm donating for. They also don't know me.
Which is fair. Yes. Otherwise, you're going to go around and say, hey, that's my kid.
See, and then I personally feel that, I don't know, there are no attachment issues from me. Even if I would meet that woman that I donated eggs for and then they holding that baby, man, I'm going to just be happy that I see this happiness in this woman's life. But not to say this is my kid, because I believe the kid that is mine is Tsaone and Hofaone that I birthed. Just that's it. Unless if it was surrogacy, because surrogacy is another form of IVF where you get to fall pregnant for a couple. So there are attachment issues, but as for this one, it's just a different arrangement.
How do you feel about being called a celebrity? I've been following you on Facebook. We are friends on Facebook. I've seen people throwing that at you. Some will do it on your face. How do you feel when someone comes and says, "Whoo, Mr. celebrity"?
I don't know how I feel. But I would say it shows that people are following me and they like what I'm doing, what I'm known for. And then you don't just say somebody's a celebrity and then you get to hate what they're doing. So for the fact that somebody can say that, they'll be like, oh my gosh, I've been meaning to see you, to meet you, and I get that a lot. But then right there, okay, I'm regarded as a celebrity, then I feel like I'm high and mighty. I'm still the village girl from Rufeng, and then Loppy will always be Loppy, despite what I've done or how I'm labeled.
Let's go to social media and your achievements and everything, because in most cases, you appear to be very social. And that also Facebook, to be precise. Yeah. You are doing very good on Facebook. You know, recently there was that thing of we must like a certain post and then this and then that. Let's talk. You've received how many awards? 6, 7, 10, 15?
I have 6 awards so far from different organizations, 2 different organizations.
What were you awarded for? We'll go back to the social media arrangement. Okay. This big awards and, you know, being celebrated and being, what was it for?
In 2021, I was nominated for this well-known organization. It's a human empowerment thing in Rustenburg called Virgo Moagaesi. And then somebody nominated me. The organization has awards. They are held annually. It was the first annual thing. And then somebody that I don't know nominated.
Maybe it's me. It might be me. You don't know the person. You can't say, maybe it's me.
I can argue on that.
No, you wanted to argue, but maybe it's me.
Maybe it's not.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Somebody nominated me, and then they provided my number, and then the founder of Loppy Moagaesi contacted me saying, congratulations, you've been listed on the nominees for Loppy Moagaesi, and then this is what we need from you.
That profile. Was the first nomination
yes,
in your life?
In 2021. I was shocked. I was like, growing up and then seeing nomination, we watched Budisama and then Satma. That's where you get to see a whole nomination. Wow, I'm somebody then, if I can be nominated. And then I gave out everything that was needed. And then we were supposed to ask people to like our picture on social media on their page. And then it was it is called Human of Worth Awards. So the name on its own said, I am worthy. I might be doing certain things and feeling tired at times, wanting to give up there and there. But for the fact that I can be nominated, it means if I wanted to give up on something, then I can just put more effort. Somebody's watching. That time when you are not even aware that somebody's admiring what you're doing. So I was nominated 2021. The awards were held in November in Rustenburg, and then I didn't just go to the awards and come back. I walked away with 2 awards and even made it to top 10 for that matter. Mind you, I was nominated with high-profile women, doctors, advocates, and like high women. And by that time, I feel like what I'm doing currently, how can I be nominated? But then God just said, my girl, this is just for you. And then I walked away with Youth Excellence Award. That's why I was just adding to your statement now. So I'm also influential because I got to walk away with Youth Excellence and the Nest Award as well. Yeah.
So you were still a youth by then? I am still youth. Oh, you're still youth? Oh, I didn't know. I was just checking.
Very youth.
You're still going to be youth for the longest time.
Yeah.
Okay. I still want to know more about awards and social media and everything, but let's take a break because it's too hot. Guys, Moagaesi, we are shooting from Moagaesi, so it's too hot. Like, it's busy. Bravo. Welcome back, guys. Let's say hashtag my personal experience. Re mo tikologong ya bofelo. Fa re ne re tsamane re tsweletse pele re buisana le Miss Loppy ka diphitlhelelo tsa gagwe. O thona le di-awards di le bo ma-80. Na ntse re tlhalosetsa gore e ke ya eng, e ke ya eng. Jaanong re feletse mo go ya the Youth Awards, Miss Loppy. Ga ke itse ka bonakonyana o ka re neela tsone ka go latelana ga tsone gore e feng leng jang.
So far, I have a Youth Award from Loppy Moagaesi, Youth Excellence Award, the Nest Award, and then last year I was nominated for Women's Lifestyle Network Awards. I also got to walk away with Public Choice, where I was asking you guys to like my picture on Facebook. Yes, thank you for that. And I got
influenced
and
to like.
I got to, yes, my personal experience did that. I'm humbled. And then I got to work with the Public Choice Award, where I got to be the other lady, where I just had lots of hope. And then, yeah, they were focusing on the likes from Facebook and Instagram. I also walked away with the made it to top 3 out of a lot of women from different races, different provinces. And also, late last year, I had Appreciation Award from Loppy Moagaesi. Also, adding to the awards, I have made it to be part of Loppy Moagaesi magazine. Not only just a part of, but a whole cover girl of Loppy Moagaesi, January issue 2022.
Wow.
Right there.
You know, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, after all the achievements, all changing people's life, everything, you must have a future that you are planning. You must be planning something like, what is that you want to do, or how do you see your future? Like, in future, like you are recognized well enough. Well, according to me, at least. Yeah. I mean, you've been featured on magazines. You received awards. You are different magazines. You know. So let's talk about your future now. Things you want to do in future. I take it there's a lot of lives you still want to change, probably with a different angle. You know, let's go into that and actually tell our viewers, promise them, like, what is happening in the future, in your future.
I think from being a hustler to being an egg donor, and then to be recognized and winning awards on organizations that are mostly focused on women. I think there is just that thing for me. regarding women. I would die for women. So in the pipeline, I have something that I'm busy cooking. I want to start my own organization.
Wait, before starting your own organization, not in a bad way, is there something you're doing for the other gender? I'm just asking, politely, you are talking basadi this, basadi that. Not that it's wrong, don't get me wrong. You guys, it's hot, it's very hot. Woo. Not that it's wrong, but I just want to check if this is the equation is balanced.
Okay.
It's not wrong if you're not doing anything for
No,
us.
no.
You can say it.
Okay. I can't say I'm doing something specifically for men like I've done for other women, but I believe that even if through egg donation, it's just sometimes where you get to find that there is a woman alone, but mostly there is a couple. So I've also helped the other gender right there. I'm a member of Kopan Youth Club from Morocco. We get to help the other gender right there. We are giving back to the community. Right?
Okay, no,
Yes.
that's cool. I was just asking.
Yeah.
Like I said, come on, Sonta. Anyway, let's continue. You were telling us about the building an organization for women.
Yes.
Let's go into that.
I want to start something that is founded by me, and then where it's going to be helping women to just speak out and get help as much as they can, because every day we are dealing with the high stats of GBV and the inequality in our country. So there are a lot of women, young and old, that needs to know that they are important and they can speak out, not to be oppressed at home, thinking that, no, this is just where I belong because this guy is a provider or what, but just knowing that I am worthy and I'm a whole with or without this guy. So there is just this thing in the pipeline. Soon you're going to hear about it on the social media, and I believe with the fan base that I have, people are going to support it. But yeah, I think everyone's going to love it.
Okay. You've said so much good things, and I appreciate your presence here on my personal experience. I take it a lot of women are going to be inspired, are going to be moved, because our sole intention as my personal experience is to revive dead or dying dreams. We try by all means to show people that it's possible, it can still be done. That is exactly what we stand for. So at least on behalf of hashtag my personal experience, we would like to wish you nothing but the best in future. I don't know, can you proudly say that was your personal experience?
Most definitely, it was my personal experience, and I'm very humbled to be here. And just in closing, I want to tell all the ladies, you'll have to forgive me, but I stand for women.
Don't paint me bad, man.
Okay,
Please don't.
okay.
I was just asking for the other gender. Right. It's not like you must not be, you must not stand for your gender or somehow.
Yes.
But in all honesty, the other gender, your gender, 60% of the time they're being oppressed. True. That one is a fact. We can't hide it. Yeah. So I get where you come from, and I'm okay with you being, taking that side. There's no problem at all.
Yeah,
Is there something you're doing for the other gender?
Of course, yes. So I just want to tell every woman out there, ona feel gore diro tsa gago ka re di phirimile o di bolokile gore antse tombstone ele I di revive and start. Just start and do that something that is always in your mind, and look yourself in the mirror. Tell the person that you're seeing gore I'm able and capable. With or without anyone, I'm going to start. Follow those women empowerment events, whether or any valid reason of going there, but by just being there, by just reading those magazines or everything, you're going to get your spirit just revived.
Before I close this show, I'm going to close it now, but before I close it, I'm going to request you to look at this camera. Okay. Ne? And you are doing so well on social media. There are people who use social media for wrong reasons. Some would go there and insult each other. Some would go there and drag other people's names. Yeah. A lot is happening. But you in particular, we can agree that social media is doing wonders for you in terms of your hustling and everything. Can you speak to our people, young, old, men and women, about social media, and at least try and motivate them into using it as a positively, using it positively to their advantage in I'll give you 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, just speak to people about the use and the importance and the advantages, because you know better.
I will just have to say social media can make or break you. It's just up to how you use it. For me, to achieve these things, it was through social media. I don't think I would have made it to those awards if it wasn't for the support from social media friends. If I was another version on social media, people wouldn't have taken me serious. But there is a certain way I carry myself on social media, and it's working for me. I'm not saying go out there and and Bible verses and everything. We can joke there, right there and there, but just look at how it can always backfire at you. And everything that you do has a way of haunting you back 10 years to come. You might say, no, there is this other Loppy in real life, then social media. There is no such thing. It counts. And to everyone there, both genders and everything, use it wisely. And I just want to tell you in this closing that a child learns to walk and falls down 50 times, but he never says, this is not for me. So whatever you want to do, whatever you're thinking of, get to it. Time waits for no man.
Mogaetso, okay, my personal experience ya ga ke Loppy Moagaesi Leepile. Mosala morago ka kwa Facebook o bitsa ke Loppy Moagaesi Leepile aka Miss Loppy. Ra leboga kgaitsadi fa o kgonne go na le rona fa o kgonne go re neela your personal experience ebile o kgonne go fatlhosa ba bangwe ba ileng gore they are still in the dark, or maybe they are not yet there, but one day they will be in that situation. Ra leboga thata. We wish you nothing but the best. Thank you very much, guys. We have come to an end of the episode. Please follow us on Facebook at My Personal Experience. Follow us kakwa, subscribe to our YouTube channel, go YouTube at My Personal Experience 5352. Kgotsa phone kakwa Facebook gona le link ya rona ya YouTube. O ka sala morago gore o nne karolo ya lelapa la rona. Go feta phone re sale morago gape kakwa myvirgo.co.za. File or dirisa smartphone, download the app, Android, Apple, diteng, download the app, myvirgo.co.za. Go tswa mo go nna Thabang Ditlamelo aka the Godfather T. Some say I'm the myth, some say I'm the truth, and I say I'm the legend. Re kopana gape on the next episode.
Thanks for watching My Personal Experience, powered by Virgo. Remember to subscribe on these channels: YouTube, Google Podcast, Spotify Podcast and Virgo Play.